Hi everyone, so in this video we'll be looking at factorizing by grouping. In my previous video I did simple factorization where we pull out a common factor in the algebraic expression. Just something to be mindful of before I continue. The word factorize or factorization, you will see many spellings, well not many spellings, you'll see two spellings, one with an S where you have R-I-S-I-N-G. You'd also see a Z as well, right? So for factorize, they use a Z or an S, right? Doesn't matter which one you use, both spellings are correct. All right, so let's get to this question here. This first question. So our first question we want to factorize 7a plus 14b plus xa plus 2xb. Now, looking closely, we would realize that firstly, we have four terms. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And also, what we would notice is that in all four terms, 1, 2, 3, and 4, there's no common factor in all four terms, meaning there's no one common thing that we could pull out that everything else has in common. If we look, we realize in the first two terms, 7a and 14b, there's a common factor of 7. Or if you look at the second two terms, xa and 2xb, there's a common factor of x. But for factorizing by grouping, one thing to note that it always be four terms, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to rewrite the question here. I mean, it's written here already. 7a plus 4b plus xa plus 2xb. For factorizing by grouping, we have four terms. What we do is we pair off first two terms and the second two terms. So we're going to pair off these two here, and then let's pair off these two here, right? Now, when we pair them off now, right, now we could pull out that common factor. Now, as I would have mentioned earlier, 7a and 14b. What is the common factor that they have? It is 7. So you pull out 7, open brackets. Now this is similar to what we did in the last video, right? So 7 times a will give me back that 7a up here. So then plus 7 times 2 will give me back the 14, and then we just put back the b. So we have 7, open brackets, a plus 2b for that first pair there. Right, so plus, now let's work on the second pair. We have xa plus 2xb. Again, if you look at it closely, they have x in common, so we're going to pull out that x. Put your open brackets, x by a will give me back the xa plus x by 2b will give me back the 2xb. And now from here now, this is many people may reach until that second line here, and now this last line is the important one as well. Now, if you realize in the two brackets you have the same thing. See that? You must ensure you have the same thing. If you don't have the same thing in those two brackets, you need to go back and check. Because why I'm saying that, because your final answer will be, what you do for the final answer is that you pull out that a plus 2b. That is now the first bracket, and then you're going to have a second bracket now. That is 7 plus x. So what's on the outside? You put that in the second, 7 plus x, and this here is my final answer, right? Remember when we did expanding two sets of brackets, so you can actually expand your final answer to ensure and see if you're going to get the original expression, right? So just something to note there, right? So let's look at another question. So now we're looking at this first question here. Factorize xy plus 3x plus 3y plus 9. So I'm just going to rewrite that down here. xy plus 3x plus 3y plus 9. And as I said, factorizing by grouping, we have four terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to pair them off, right? So we're going to pair these first two and then the other two, right? So now let's work at them now separately, factorize them separately. So xy plus 3x. The common factor here is clearly x. So you pull out x, open bracket. So x times what will give me back xy, x times y. Then plus x times what will give me back 3x, x times 3. So good, we worked with the first pair. Now we can look at the second pair now. Plus, we have 3y plus 9. Now, what is the common factor between 3 and 9? Remember, we looked at all of this. So the highest number that can go into 3 and 9 is 3. So 3 by y will give me back the 3y plus 3 by 3 will give me back that 9 here. And once again, are you seeing how we have the same thing in the brackets? That's how we know that we are on the correct track, right? So now that y plus 3 is my first bracket. Well, actually, it doesn't matter what order you put the brackets in, no? But yeah, we just put the y plus 3, that thing that is repeated, we put that back first. And then my second bracket is what's on the outside, that's the x plus 3. And once again, as I said, you could expand these two brackets to double check. And once you get back to the original expression, you know that you are correct. All right, let's look at number 2. So number 2, we have xy minus 2x plus 4y minus 8. Now, again, I'm pairing off these first two and then these two here. Now, xy minus 2x. So, x is the common factor for the first pair, right? So, I pull out the x. Open brackets, x times y will give me back xy. Put back the takeaway sign. And then x times 2 will give me back that. Well, xy minus 2 will give me back that minus 2x, right? So far, so good. Then plus, common factor between 4y and 8 will be 4, right? Now, let's go. 4 by what will give me back 4y? 4 by y. Now, 4 by what will give me back minus 8. Now, we know 4 by 2 will give me back that 8, right? But remember, positive by a negative will give me back this negative here, right? And once again, you see how the same thing in the brackets is repeated, right? So then we will get y minus 2, and my second bracket will be what's on the outside, that's x plus 4. Alright, so let's look at these last two questions here. So number 3, I have 4a squared minus ab minus 8a plus 2b. Again, we are pairing off first 2 and then the second 2, right? So 4a squared minus ab, they have a in common, so you pull out the a. A by what will give me back 4a squared? A by 4a, right? Minus a by what will give me back ab, which would just be the b, right? Put your minus sign in the middle now. We have 8a plus 2b. So the highest number that can go into both 8, well, a and b are different, right? So we're disregarding the letters right now. So 8 and 2, the highest number that can go into 8 and 2 is 2. So now, open brackets. So, minus 2 by 4a minus 2 by positive 4a will give me back that minus 8a. And now here's the little tricky part here. Now we know, so 2 by what will give me back 2b? 2 by just b, right? But now we need to know what sign to put in the middle here. A minus by a minus will give me back this plus here, right? And now you realize that we have these many brackets, right? Which is good. So that first bracket is 4a minus b. And my second bracket is what's on the outside, which is a minus 2a. So a minus 2a, that comes in the second bracket. And number 4, mn plus np plus qm plus pq. Again, let's pair off. First pair, second pair. So mn plus np, that's my first pair. They have n in common. So n by m will give me back the mn plus n by p will give me back the np. Plus, now once you have all addition, I think it's positive, it's easier, right? Here we have qm plus pq. Clearly, q is the common factor. So q by m will give me back qm plus q by p will give me back that pq. And once again, we have the same thing in the brackets here. So our final answer will be m plus p. And then my second bracket is n plus q. Right, and that's it. Look out for the next video coming up where we do some more examples or questions like this.